Hey learner, this is Nilesh Porate. Welcome back my dear students. In this section I am going to show you how to build the functionality, that is we keep the track the how many users in current CMS are online. So in this left side of this home side menu, here we will showing the how many users are in currently active or currently online. Okay, so do that. First we are going to this phpMyAdmin. This is my CMS database. So here we will create a one table. So table name is that users underscore online. So first column is that ID, int AI, which is auto incremented, then session varchar 255, then time is in integer, length 11. Okay, save. So see, in this user online table there are total 3 columns: ID, session and the time. So ID is auto incremented. Here session store the session of every browser, and time where the user is logged in our CMS application. So this is our the time. Okay, so we are going to the bracket editor, this one. Okay, so we are going to add a one function in the functions.php file. See, this is my admin folder, this one admin folder. In that admin folder there is one file functions.php, this one. Okay, so in this file we are going to add one function. So function name is that users online, and first we will make the connection as a global, then we use a session variable and get the session ID. So see here, when we are load our the CMS dashboard, then in CMS dashboard, so first use admin underscore header file will be running, this one. Okay, and here we will include the database file as well as our function files, and here we also start our session. Okay, so here we not need to start the session in the functions.php file, this one we can use directly, session underscore ID. So get the session ID every browser and create a unique session ID. Then we create a time and stored into the time variable. So we are going to declare one more variable, time underscore out underscore in underscore seconds. Okay, so this is the 60 seconds. So every 60 seconds they check is there any active users. So for testing purpose we just use a 10 seconds. Okay, for testing purpose we are going to check just for a 5 seconds. Okay, so again timeout is equal to, so this is my time out in seconds, and we check my current time minus this is 5 seconds, and this timeout new time is stored in this timeout variable. So see here, so we use a query here. So $query equal to, first we get the users detail. So select star from users online, where session equal to, in single quote we use this $session variable. So here we will check this session users is already exist in our database. If it is, then we get the details of these users and display the count. So first we will execute this query. So $result equal to mysqli underscore query and first parameter is your the connection, and the second parameter is your the query. So we get the count. So MySQL underscore num underscore rows function to find the number of rows in a table and store these rows in $count variable. Okay, if my count is null, means there is no active user, then we just execute the query. So this is my connection and we directly pass the query here. So we use the insert query. So insert into users online. There are two tables, session comma time. Values, store these two variables, session comma time. So session used in a single quote. Okay, so we will execute this query. Otherwise, else we update the query and set the time count. So here update users online and set time is equal to $time, where session equal to $session. If my current user is already exist in our table, then we just update the timeout. We update the timeout of this current user. And if it is not, then we insert this user in our table, this one. Okay. Now here we will get all the users which are active. Okay, so again we will execute this query. So we copy this one here again, but condition is that select star from users online. So here we use the double quotes. Okay, so select star from users online where your time is greater than timeout. Okay, so here this is the new timeout. Means the user is not active in last 5 seconds, then my count is not shown here, and if it is active, then display the count. We get the count of those users, and here we return this count. We change the variable count underscore user. Okay, so first we will test this function. So we are going to the index.php file, and first we are just displaying how many active users in our page. Okay, so see here index.php, this one. So for testing purpose, we are going to display this count here, this one. So again we are using this small, okay, and we call the function directly. So function name is that users online, and we print this count by using echo. So save these changes. So see here, we refresh this page. This one. There is only one active users. So now we are going to open the another browser here. Now we are going to open the another browser, this one, Internet Explorer, and we just copy this URL here. So Control C here, enter. So we log in the user. So username is at RRRABCD is the password. Login. So see, this is the another user. Okay, now here we refresh the page. So refresh the page. So this is the another user. So we are going to just change the timeout. Okay, so see here in this section, this is my function.php. Okay, and here we change the seconds is that, for example, 30 seconds. So refresh here. See, there are total 2 users. Okay, and here refresh, there are total 2 users. Okay, so when here we are closing this browser, okay, and wait for the some time, and after some time when we are refresh this page, then my count is that the 1. Okay, so we will try here. So refresh. So wait for some time because we set the timeout is that the 30 seconds. So we will wait for some time. So we will try this one. So refresh. See, my count is that 1. Okay. Now we want to display this count here in the left side of this home site. Okay. So we are going to this admin navigation.php file. So this one, and we remove this count here, index.php. So remove this count here. So this is just we test the testing purpose. Okay. So we remove this one. So we are going to the admin navigation.php, this file, and here this is the home site. Okay, so we copy this link here one more time, and before the home site we just print the PHP script here and call this function directly, echo users online. So this is the li, so there is no link here, users online. Okay, so save these changes and test this code, refresh. See here, this is the 1. So we are using a 1 string here. So users online, save these changes, refresh. See, users online 1. Okay, perfect. So now the next task is that we users online display the users online count without refreshing this page. So we are going to use the Ajax concept in a JavaScript. Okay, so this is the another level skill. So you will learn in this section. So okay, so we are going to this script.js file. So see here, this is my CSS, this is my JS folder, and this is the script.js file. Okay, so we are going to add the one more function here at the end of this file. So function load users online. Okay, and $.get we use a one. So my file name is that the functions.php, this one functions.php. Then we pass the online users is equal to result, comma, this is my function get the data. Here $.user online .text data. So this is my function. We use the set interval function and call this load users online function here for the every 2 seconds. So 200 means that every 0.2 seconds. So for example 500 every 0.5 seconds, call this function every 0.5 seconds. Okay, so we are going to this admin header. This includes admin headers.php and admin navigation.php, this one, and we here we are going to add a one span tag here. So this is my span class and my class name is that users online. Okay, and we add this count here. Okay, and we remove this PHP script because we display this count by using the Ajax span a and li. So users online, this is my span class name, users online. So this class is linked to this JavaScript, this one, users online. So this data is replaced in this span tag, users online. Okay, so we are going to this function.php file and we do some minor changes here. So here first we will check. So my page is refreshed for the every 0.5 seconds. So if my connection was not a succeed, then first here we check my connection is properly working or not. If it is not, then we do the sum, then we add a code to make a connection. So see here, we use if each set $_get. So here we will use the online users, and if we are in if condition, then we use the $global connection, this one. Then we use here if your the connection is null, means that we are in a if, so we start the session and we include this db file. Because this page is refreshed for the every 0.5 seconds, so if my connection is not proper, then we are in if and we start the session, we also do the some connection code. So includes add the db.php file, and this is my rest of the code. So this is my whole if condition. So from here, so we will remove this one. Okay, and here instead of this return, we use the echo. We print this count and call this function here, this function users online, call this function here. Okay, so save these changes. So we will test this code. So refresh this one. So there is some error, syntax error, functions.php on line number 9. This is the semicolon. Save. Users online, there is no count here. We will check. So we are going to the code and check here what happened. So first we are going to save these changes. See, this is my admin header file. So here we include the db connection functions. Okay, and we include this script.js file in the admin footer. So check it again, admin footer cs, there is link here. Okay, so again we are go to this script.js file. So save these changes. So see here, this is my function load users online functions.php. We call the online users equal to result and get the data and set this data to this span class name users online, and we call this function for every 0.5 second automatically. Okay, so see here again in this function.php file. So here we will check if this function is set, means get this online user data from this JavaScript file. If it is, Then here we make a connection as a global. If connection is not set, then we start the session and include this database. Okay, and this is the rest of the code. Here we will echo the count. Okay, echo. Instead of return, we just print the count. Okay, so we are going to again admin navigation and check here again users online span class equal to users online span. So save these changes. So save all kinds of files and go to the browser, and here first in this database we will delete all these section. Delete. Okay, now there is no active user. So first we will refresh this page. We are in admin, enter. See now user online is equal to 1. Yes, this is the perfect way. So we do these changes. So without refreshing, we just open the another browser, Internet Explorer. Okay, this one, and we copy this link here, this one, Control C here. Okay, so see simultaneously two browsers, background browser plus this Internet Explorer. Okay, now here we again log in the user. So RRRABCD, this is my password. Login. See this is the two users, and see in backend in this Google Chrome users online equal to 2. Okay, again if this browser is inactive, we close this browser. So see here again in this section, without refreshing this page, this effect is work here. I think we are using the 30 seconds, so wait for 30 seconds. So focus on this users online 2 count. Okay, so see here, and we call this function every time for 0.5 seconds. So see users online equal to 1. Yes, this is perfect. We do that. So we do that. So this is the users online count without refreshing the page. So here we have to finish these sections, user online sections. I hope students you understand very well. If you have any queries, any doubts, then comment on our query in comment box. Like and subscribe the channel. See you on next video. Bye bye.